Hello all. I know today that I promised you a new choreography for a new hula. I need a little bit more time to tweak it, so instead I'm going to show you again the Kalākaua. So it's always important to practice our basics because they are really the building blocks to hula. So we've gone over the kaholo, the ami, the hela, the uehe, and the ka'u. So the Kalākaua is more similar to the kaholo. I'm going to do it forward first and then side to side so you can really see it. So as always, we're going to put our hands into fists, put them here on our hips, bend our knees slightly, have a little bit of a bend in that knee. I even have the bones today. Bend slightly. We're going to tuck our tailbone under, engage our abs, make sure everything is nice and tight. Feet are right underneath our hips distance apart. So for the Kalākaua, it is a step forward. We're going to shift our weight to that leg in the front and shift our weight to the leg in the back. Bring it back, tap, forward, shift our weight forward, shift our weight back, tap. So it is a 4 count. It is a 1, 2, 3, 4. So that second count, 1, the second is you want to have your weight so much on this leg that you're able to lift up this foot. You don't necessarily have to lift up the foot, but it is a good way to remember. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. So that 2, I like to come up onto my toe. So I'll show you it on the side. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, tap. So traditionally, it's not necessarily done forward like how I have been showing you. It is done to the side, which looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you would go the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it is done forward as well. So this one's a little bit trickier, I know, but practice. As always, you will get it as long as you practice. We want to remember to always keep our shoulders separate from our waist. So when we're doing this, we are not bouncing. We're not, it's nice, smooth movements. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Practice going to the side because it is more common to go to the side than to go forward with the Kalākaua. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit more complicated, I know, but you're going to kind of step in front and over in a nice fluid movement. So you're going to pivot on this foot. 1, 2, and see, for this one I do lift it up a little bit, just to remind me to make sure that I'm keeping the right count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really important to pivot on that ball of the foot. So, and you want to face forward. 1, 2, face forward again. So you do not, you want to make sure that you're going slow enough that you're not rushing through that tap, because it's really important to keep pace and to keep the count correct, especially when you're dancing to a song. You want to make sure that you're hitting all the right numbers so that you don't get out of sync with the song. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The tap, even with the kaholo, the tap to me is always a nice way to remind myself to pause so that I'm not just rushing into things and not thinking about them. There is this companion to this one called the, I want to say it's the kavelu. It's a double. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, or it'd be an 8 count. But we're not doing that one. Just practice facing forward, shift your weight, turn to the side, forward, shift your weight, turn to the side, forward. Complicated, but once you get it, it looks really impressive. So slightly bend your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to speed is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll get it, I promise. Practice. And if it's too hard to pivot or to do that, practice going forward and back, just like we were doing in the beginning. The real thing you want to focus on is making sure your hips sway. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Practice to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Practice, practice, practice. It makes perfect. I promise to have the song ready for you next week. I just want to make sure that it's perfect. Again, I'm doing the choreography myself. I am not affiliated with a Halau, which is a school. I'm not affiliated with a Kumu, which is a teacher. I'm just doing this from experience and the joy of teaching hula. So we will be doing a song called Wahine ʻIlikea. It will be all in Hawaiian. So you're going to learn some fun Hawaiian words. And we will be ready to start learning, at the very minimum, the footwork next week. So practice your Kalākaua. And I will see you next week with hopefully a brand new song for you to learn. All right. Aloha.